Hello everyone, this is Jim Katsoulis, and this week I want to start off this video with a quote. And the quote is that we cannot solve our problems with the same level of thinking that created them. Now, how does this apply to weight loss? Specifically, from my experience, I've found that most people struggle with their weight because they buy into the dieting idea, okay? So it's basically that weight loss is very difficult, it's a struggle, it's very hard, and they're going to give it a try. They're going to see what happens. And so you notice, even when I say that, the entire focus is on how difficult it is. The entire focus is on the process, okay? And there's not enough focus on the reward, okay? So when Albert Einstein says we need to rise our level of thinking, I believe in this case that's what he's talking about. It's important to recognize that the reason that you want to do this is because of all the joy and the benefit you're going to get out of having the body and the life that you want. And so when you begin to focus on this, we recently had a body design teleseminar where we literally imagined everything that would happen with that body, being the exact way you want, having the body you want, and having the feelings that you want. Noticing that when you have that body, you feel more energetic, more happy, more confident. Your entire life increases to another level. Okay? So when we want to find solutions to our weight loss issues, to our weight loss challenges, it doesn't make sense to keep ourselves held down by thinking about how difficult it is. That literally depresses our thinking, and it gives us the same answers. Okay, it's time for me to go back on a diet. I gotta stop eating this. I gotta go to the gym. And we hear the exact same patterns running over and over again. So when it comes to weight loss, if you come up with the same things that you've used in the past that haven't worked, your brain says, well, that's not going to work now either. And so the motivation's kept down. So when you jump to another level, even mentally at first you just start thinking about what would it mean, what would it feel like to have that body that I want. You naturally start to uplift your thinking, you start lifting up your thoughts, and you start coming up with better ideas, okay? More real ideas. So it's not a short-term thing. Again, one of the ideas with dieting is got a presupposition in your mind that it's going to be a temporary thing. Okay, it's going to be a short-term change in behavior until you reach your goal. And that's not going to work for long-term results, obviously. So what you want to do is set out right from the beginning, what is it that I want? And you're going to increase the level of your thinking when you put yourself into that place. When you really experience the joy that you're going to have with that body. And it's an intense, extreme joy. I'm not talking about being thin, being miserable, being thin, you can't enjoy yourself, you can't go and do anything. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a quality of life where your body has the health and the energy that you want and that you demand, and that would make your life so much better. So when you start thinking in that way, then you begin comparing those two things. So it becomes, okay, well, I feel really good, I got a lot of energy, I feel really good about myself, I like just the process of getting dressed now is fun, and there's a lot of enjoyment in that. And there's food, there's cakes, cookies, whatever, pizzas, those are good too, but they're not as good as the body. So it becomes this choice and you weigh them out. What we do is focus on this other level, and the level's higher. I haven't met anyone who, when they've really gone into it and really imagined what their life would be like at the exact weight with the body they want, that hasn't said that's more enjoyable than any food they can think of. Which comes up with the saying, nothing tastes as good as thin feels. Okay? Nothing tastes as good as healthy feels. And it's pretty true. When you really have that level of health, your entire life goes up at least one level. You're in the same situations, but you're feeling better, you're responding better, and usually you're more of yourself. You feel like you're able to be more outgoing, you have more confidence, more self-esteem. So what I want you to understand is that when you want to lose weight, when you really get serious about it, begin to find new ways to accomplish it. Don't fall into the same patterns that have created this problem. The patterns of, I love these foods, it's really hard for me to give them up. Okay? Now that might feel true at the moment, but when you begin focusing on what your ideal, what your real body, the body you absolutely want and are committed to, will feel like, all the energy you'll have, all the excitement, all just the simple things. The feelings of walking in a store and feeling, confident, feeling really successful, feeling self-esteem in your body when you go out. Something as simple as that. And when you begin to realize that and think about that regularly, it makes the whole process much easier. Because now you have something to compare it to. Whereas before with the dieting mindset, it's always about what you're giving up, what you're missing, what you're passing up. Okay? So real true success comes when you set this new idea up in your mind and you constantly are moving in that direction because you want to, because it's enjoyable. Okay? It's kind of like having children can be like this. They're a pain sometimes. It's a lot of work. I've got a baby now. I'm up all the time. I'd love to sleep through the night. That'd be great. But it's a small price to pay. It's no price to pay at all. It's not even a price because I love her so much, and it's such a wonderful experience. So weight loss can be the exact same thing. When you really realize what you're moving towards, what you are giving up, it really isn't giving up anything. It's that you're making a better choice. You're actually getting what you want. So now weight loss becomes you're choosing the better of two options, rather than the dieting mindset where you have to stop doing all the things that you like to do. Okay, so I hope this helps you out a little bit. And if you're really serious, this week, next Tuesday, we're going to be starting the Program Yourself Thin, the live series. So if you're really ready to make a change, I've structured it, I put it at this time specifically so that it's going to end, it's a 4-week course, it's going to end right around the time of Thanksgiving, so that you can go through Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and lose weight, being in control of your body, so that you can start the new year with the exact body that you want, or at least on your way there. So have a great weekend, and I will see you next week.